Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is the, it is who? It is Rosie Rosette. Rosie Rosette, who is this Rosie Rosette? This old woman that's always wearing these cheap synthetic wigs that everyone talks about. Everyone loves talking about my wigs. Thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement. You know what? I don't like this light because it looks as if this is darker and this is lighter. Usually the trend now is that everyone is going lighter when this is darker. I don't know. I don't want to get a lighter foundation. Jesus, I might have to use this to match this, but you see how ashy I look? You see how ashy and look how dark I am from this to this? Like, okay, you know what? When summer is over, I think my undertones will become lighter. My summer tan will go away and then it'll even out. So until then, sorry. Anyway, it is me, it is I, it is she, it is her, it is the, it is who? It is Rosie Rosette 2020. Who is Rosie Rosette? Who is that? Rosie Rosette, all that damn makeup in the back. Let me tell you, it takes a lot to be this ugly, okay? To get to the level of just ugly, because, oh, let me tell you, if y'all saw me with that. Anyway, it is she, it is I, it is her, it is the, it is who? It is Rosie Rosette 2020. Pow. All right. So anyway, let's get to these COVID stories. And you know what? It's like 10:40 at night. Okay, I don't want to miss Kevin Samuels because I'm going to get back to him on another video. Oh, yes. See, I think that his minions thought that I was going away. No, it would take a lot more than a couple of curse words in the comments for me to go anywhere. Okay? Let's just understand that. Okay, so today is October 5th, right? Oh, Lord, all these doctor appointments and all that. Anyway, okay. All right, so, all right. Okay, so for October 5th, okay, in California, let's see if California has any top stories, which, let's see. I don't see them. I don't see them. But I did tell you the other day that no, they don't. I don't know why they don't have top stories for California. Okay, details there. Okay, so anyway, um, okay, so in California, California has 4.77 million cases in the past 24 hours. 15,331 persons, contracted it. That's 15,000 people. Okay, I was thinking about this today. Like in California, we have, let's say, 50% of everyone is vaccinated, okay? 50% of adults, right? 50 to 70%. Well, why in the hell is 15,000 people still getting infected with the disease if 70% of us are vaccinated? Like, I know there's variants, but listen, something's not right. That doesn't add up, because that means it's not gone. It's linked. It's just like it was back in what, 2020, this time last year. There's no difference. Um. Okay, excuse me. Yesterday, or the what, 2 days ago, or whenever his last time was, it yesterday? 15 people died. This was in California. This was yesterday or the day before. Day before. Now it's 154. What? What? See, you see what I'm saying? Okay. Let me bring on down. Let me bring on down. All right. I'm not making the sign of the cross, okay? Because the cross would be down here, and then I would have to. I stop it right here, and then I make it. Okay, so that's not the cross. Anyway, went to Catholic school for 12 years. Okay, so don't try me. Um. 69,608 deaths. 69,000, almost 70,000, almost 70,000. So actually, California is trending 10% of the deaths of the United States, of the entire United States. So we're like maybe 11, 12, 15% of the population, but we're doing 10%. That's just, it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. Anyway, okay, so 69,608. Now, as far as the United States, I guess we're a little too late to see what happened within the past 24 hours, but 43.9 million people have been, what is it, well, anyway, contaminated with the virus. Okay, 704,000 people. 704,000 people have died. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, I can't. You know what? When I put my arm up like this, it locks up. I don't. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, there you go. I'm not lying. 704,000. Let that marinate. 704,000 people have died. Okay. Well, since that screen is up, let's look at the. Let me see if I can deal with that. Here is. There's the graph. All right. There's the graph. Here you go. For California, and it's going down. It's definitely going down. It's a lot better than it was in January. Okay. So maybe with the fact that, everyone, pretty much the majority of people have gotten vaccinated, the majority of the adults, majority, not everyone, because that's never going to happen. Even with the regular vaccinations, everyone is not going to get them. But you know what? One thing that I was thinking about, if you want to come into this country, you're going to have to be vaccinated, right? Just like when we go to different countries, we have to get a certain type of vaccination. Like if we go to certain parts of Africa or, I don't know, Colombia, Cuba. Some you have to get vaccinated. There's no buts or ifs or ands about it. Sorry I'm so shiny, but it's late at night. Okay, it's late at night. Maybe I need to put on a little powder. No, that's kind of. I'll wait until in between. You guys are just gonna have to. Okay, so that's California. Let's get on with this because it's late. All right, so that's California. Have you guys noticed that I am better? I told you. I made this magical chicken soup. If I feel, you know how you feel like that frog is getting in your throat? You make my soup. I've told you, I've taught many people how to make it. Yeah, it's like it's a cure. It cured me. Make that, you eat the chicken soup like every day. Yeah, I mean all day. You have to eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it flushes out your system, or it does something. The chicken soup with the tea. All right, chicken soup with the tea. I had chicken soup, tea, and watermelon. Don't ask me. Look, don't ask me, okay? But it cleared it. Okay, I am. I've been eating cough syrups and I don't know mints or whatever, but that's it. The frog is no longer there. My voice is almost back. I tell you, I should package that up. But it's easy. It's real easy. Maybe I'll make a video. Maybe you know what? Maybe I just may make this phenomenal soup. It's real easy though. All you have to do is chop up onions. Have some chicken stock. Well, I call it pot liquor. When I bake my chickens, I save the liquids, okay, and I package it up in the refrigerator in a plastic bowl. And then you just chop up a whole bunch of vegetables, whatever you want. Throw in string beans, greens, potatoes, carrots, um, tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, like whatever, corn. You can put in pasta, whatever. Throw it in. Have some tomato paste, sliced tomatoes. I mean, in the can. I use fresh tomatoes, and throw in some chicken, put in some water, add some seasoning. That's it. That's literally it. It's the easiest, but it does take work. It does take work. I've taught many people, but you know what? I can't. I'm too cheap. I can't spend that type of money. I didn't have any. I didn't even have any cans of chicken soup because I really don't like eating canned soup. All right, so this is Texas. 2 weeks ago, 70% of the vaccinated prisoners got COVID. Okay, I told you about that. Anything new? No. Okay, so there's nothing going on. They got some from April. We don't need anything from April. Okay, so those are top stories, but they're not recent. All right, so that means that nothing is going on in Texas regarding COVID. Lies. Okay. Anyway, in Texas, Texas has 4.09 million cases. We don't know how many people caught it because it's 10:49 at night Pacific Standard Time. This guy did not know what PST meant. I was like, ooh. He's like, what is PST? I was like, what? Okay. 66,629 people. Last time I had this, it was Texas was down by 4,000. Today, this was what, either yesterday or the day before. Texas, there was a difference of 4,000 people between Texas and California. Now it's 3,000. I don't know what's going on in Texas. I don't know. Here's the graph because a lot of times I will forget. I'm telling you, my arm keeps locking up. I can't, and it really hurts. I don't know why. Here's the graph from Texas. Thank God things are going down. But there's a huge social holiday. There's a huge social holiday coming at the end of this month. Uh-oh. Okay, there's a police and the guard. Okay, there's this huge social holiday at the end of this month. Guess what it is? Halloween. That's what spiked it last year. We were doing fine. And this is what happens. It happened the same thing last year. First it was Halloween, okay? For Labor Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and it's in the middle of winter. I mean, like where I live in California, we don't really have a winter. Okay, something's going on. I just saw a cop go that way, and then it went that way. Okay. I'm a city girl. I am a city girl. I don't know. I can live in the country. I just couldn't. I'm not trying to hear snakes and raccoons and snakes and bears, and I can't do all that. Give me some cops with gunshots. What is that? Sideshows or homeless people. I don't really want. But you know what? Homeless people don't really bother you. Well, they don't bother me. I mean, I guess since I feed them, I don't. Okay, let me. Oh, Florida. Listen, this is a joke. I gotta start doing this during the daytime. Okay, so in Florida has 3.5 million cases. All right. Compared to, I was trying to think of California. Anyway, okay, they have 55,619 deaths. Any top stories? Florida, the only state not to submit school COVID-19 relief funding plan. Interesting. Okay, how many times is this? Okay, disgraceful. Florida faces questioning from Biden admin after failing to submit COVID funding plan. Now, why would you not want to be funded by the COVID plan? There's so many people in Florida who would need it. Heck, I don't live in Florida. I don't even know what it's for, but hey, if you can spread the love, feds ramp up pressure on Florida to take COVID-19 school relief money. Listen, if they don't want it, I'll take it. Florida COVID update, 3,598 more cases added to state total. Fewer people in hospital. I think I read that yesterday. COVID in Florida, 5,775 new cases. Listen, okay, so the first from Miami Herald said 3,598 more cases. That's the Miami Herald. But the Sun Sentinel says 5,575 new cases. I don't know. Death tally increases by 608. That's a lot. That's a lot. Because in California it was 154. California is like 3 times as big as Florida. So why is Florida has almost 4 times as many deaths? See, you see, that's what I'm saying. That's why these people are just shisty. Listen, I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. Okay, side by side. Let me see if I can. Nope, side by. Okay, now look, side by side. How can you guys? You see the Miami Herald saying 3,598 more cases. The Sun Sentinel is saying 5,775 cases. Like, this is 12 hours. So it's a 7 hour difference. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I just Florida. I love people from Florida, but they shisty. Okay, COVID-19 herd immunity is on the horizon in Florida. I don't know what that means, exorcist. Florida passes New York for third most coronavirus deaths in the U.S. Ooh. How can one pass New York? Where New York? What was their secret? Although they went through it. I mean, 800 people a day. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But I don't know if everyone is immune to it now in New York, but whatever they're doing, it's working. Florida, and it's so busy in New York City. Okay, Florida adds 3,598 COVID cases. HHS, I don't know who HHS is, estimates deaths prevented by vaccines. You think? Okay, COVID-19 vaccines prevented 2,400 deaths among seniors in Florida. COVID current, I'm sorry, excuse me, Florida's current COVID-19 hospitalizations fell under 5,000, only 810 more vaccinated. Okay, but that's not what these numbers are saying. I don't know. Look, I can only read. I can't, well, I could make up some stuff. Look, now it looks like it's going down in Florida, but that's not what these numbers are saying. That's not what these numbers are saying. Well, maybe, well, I don't know, September. I think July was an ugly month, but everyone went to Florida. That's all I'm saying. Everyone plopped to Florida. I was like, okay, handle it. And actually, that's where T.S. Madison and her mom, Miss Mary, I don't know if you guys know, but anyway, I love T.S. Madison. I'm going to see her um, when she comes out here. But that's where they got it. T.S. Madison went down either to pick up her mother or drop her off or something like that. The brother, T.S. Madison's brother, caught it because he's a regional manager, I think, for Burger King or for some fast food restaurants. He caught it, gave it to the mom and T.S. Madison, and then I think they drove home, and that's where they had it. See, so I was right. Florida's a super spreader. And don't get me wrong, as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World. I know you guys, I know I've told this a bunch of times, but I've never been to Disney World. I've been to 42 countries all over the world. I've been to Disneyland a few times. Actually, I went to Disneyland more as an adult than I did as a child. My son has been to Disneyland twice. And then I took him to Orlando. He didn't want to go. So I'm trying to make him feel guilty so that he can, take me to Disney World. But I don't know. I don't think it's working. So I guess I'm going to have to go when it's COVID clear. COVID-19 clear. I don't know. Okay, New York. All right, so in New York, first we do New York City, then we do New York State. Okay, so in New York City has 1.09 million cases. We don't know how many in the past 24 hours, but in New York City, now actually in the past, I think the other day it was it was inching up there. Um, as far as deaths in New York City, it's 34,311. Now, New York State, I'm telling you, the totals in New York State is really low, and I don't understand that. Considering what happened when, at the height of COVID, when people were just, mm, when things were just going crazy in those hospitals in New York. Um, I'm not wishing anyone's death, but it's just these numbers just don't seem to be right. I'm not saying that they're not, allegedly. Okay. New York State. Okay, New York State, not New York City. New York State has 2.44 million cases. We don't know how many in the past 24 hours because, again, it's 12, almost 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. As far as deaths, ah, New York and Florida. Well, I just read that. New York has 55,057 people. 55,000 people died. Florida has more people who have died from COVID in Florida than in New York City. But again, a lot of people from New York, they go down to Florida to vacation and then they come back. A lot of people are not going up to New York from Florida to vacation. Is New York still closed? That I don't see any stories on, how dismal, downtown Manhattan is. Actually, this would be a good time. Now, I would go to New York before I would go to Florida. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, let me see if there's any new. Were they? Were there any new top stories? Anti-vaccine protesters tear down COVID-19 testing site in New York City. That's ignorant. Okay. All right. Arrest made in 400,000 COVID-19 fraud scam targeting New York City hotel room isolation program. 400,000. I tell you, I wish I was. These people be scamming. I mean, high level scamming. Worker bike cities COVID-19 hotel. Okay, worker biked cities COVID-19 hotel program, not problem, for 400,000 feds. New York City workers scammed hotel room service for COVID patients. I don't understand how. For charging COVID hotel fraud scheme in New York. Four people charged 2,700 in hotel rooms worth 400. Okay, I don't know how they did that. New York's largest health provider fires 1,400 people for refusing shots. New York's largest health provider fires 1,400 for refusing shots. I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be my title. COVID. No. Okay. FDA says rapid home testing capacity will soon double. As COVID vaccine mandate takes effect, approximately 8,000 DOE employees out of 148 remaining. I don't know what that DOE means. New York healthcare worker fired for refusing the COVID-19 shot speaks out against the mandate. New York man charged with felony could face 7 years in prison after being accused for faking COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, it's getting ugly. It's getting ugly. People doing some shicey things to avoid the vaccine, and I just would like to know why. Can we just get a list of all their ingredients? Because I did take the vaccine, and I would like to know, if I'm gonna start glowing. I mean, not this type of glow, like glowing green. Although I do have some green accessories, so if it happens, what, I can start wearing some green wigs too, if it happens. I just would like to know why. I don't want to know Well, actually, if that number, 10 years from now, we get a number, everyone that took the COVID-19 in 2020, can you please call this number? Or 2021, can you please call this number? I don't want to hear, I don't want to call a number 20 years from now. I don't. I honestly, I do not. There's a couple numbers I need to call now. I'm thinking about it tomorrow, but that's not one of them. Okay? All right. So, yeah, that's about it. I've spent 25 minutes of your life and mine, and ouch! Ow! I twisted my hand. Bye.